It's week 28 of planning. Oh my goodness. And this has been actually a really interesting week. Not only were we away for part of it, but then when I got back, I started diving in to the original horizontal planner, and then I got myself into the new book-bound planner. And I have to tell you, here's a sneak peek, I'm really loving the book-bound. They're totally different planners. They're different styles, different shapes, different sections. And in 1 week, I feel like the book-bound is calling my name. And I'm gonna turn this around so you can see the difference. But when we're trying to compare two different planners, excuse me, and this one being horizontal, they're both Monday starts, so that's the same. This is a horizontal, so everything goes, left to right like this on the day. You have the month all right here to view at the same time as you have the calendar. And then you go to a vertical planner, which is smaller. Look, I can hold it in one hand like this instead of a big planner. And then you have the month at a glance, but then you have your weekly content all here, and the days go top to bottom. And I can kind of block things out. Ooh, they're so different, and I can already feel that the book-bound may be more what works with my headspace. So let's turn this around. Let's get into just planning week 28 together, and I'll show you what I did for the last week. I was definitely playing around with it a lot more. I came back here after we got back from Disney, and I started filling things in and marking things off, and you'll see, I'll show it to you. And you can see just sort of how my brain threw things down in here. And yeah, I just don't know if I can maintain two planners, and if it's going to be too confusing, or I'm doubling stuff up, or overwhelming. I really want to keep things simple. This is not simple. This is definitely not simple. Okay, so let's turn this around. As always, I will have chapters marked, so move ahead if you want to get to somewhere else, and meet me at the end after we've been chatting, so when we wrap this up, we can chat about final thoughts and all that. So let's get into a week 28 and what happened last week in an overhead. Here's a quick look at the first week in July. We were away right here. I did do the washi, and I filled in what we were doing, the meals over here. So this all stayed the same as always. And then if we flip it over, you can see I kind of filled in my to-dos. We were away, so I blocked that out, and then I had some to-dos here. Still not utilizing any of this at all. And this has always been my trouble area. I have started using the habit tracker. So first beginning of the month, this is normal, and this is normal. And then we bring in the book-bound. Now let me move this out of the way so that you can have a better view. So here's the book-bound, and the month is really uncluttered. I don't have a lot of stickers or anything going on in here. I like the idea of keeping it minimal, clean for now. I also have found that there are a few sources for stickers that'll work here and in here, and I will link them below in the description, or as I'm talking, maybe it'll be on the screen. But yes, you can use Planner Kate stickers, like I have some here and here that will work. And this is 1.5, these blocks. So there are stickers that'll work in here. But anyway, I use the washi tape here. I use some extra tape from Planner Kate from my July there. The tabs here that are from Laurel Denise. And then we get into my first week using the book-bound. Now, as you can see, it's kind of busy and I filled it up. I did a don't forget list over here. I did use the hourly washi right here from Laurel Denise. I did another one right here. And this was just, these were two traveling, we were at Disney here and then we traveled back here. So I did have this red washi tape right here to sort of end the day and then do more priorities down here. This didn't really work out that well because I didn't really get to these, but I liked kind of the idea of it. So I may continue with that. I did add the weather stickers here. I thought that was really fun and great. We did have hot weather and rain, so I can look back and know that when I look back at my planner. And then this area really was a blank slate, and kind of like how this section in here kind of scares me. There's just so much space and I'm not very good at getting messy or in here with things. I decided to just throw caution to the wind and I just started listing things out. And I listed them and listed them and listed them and listed them. And then I brought in some of my Laurel Denise highlighters. These are not erasable. I have a bunch of different colors come in a pack like this. And I just grabbed these and I just did some colors in here. And that kind of delineated this is the new business, this is Ridgely's Radar, the website and everything, this is the makeup, my office, and then YouTube. And it kind of broke up this section really well for me, and I like it. I like this a lot. And just these little things that I crossed off that I need to do. And I did like the idea of blocking out my time, and that really worked with my brain versus this one, which is horizontal and the days go like this. I still kind of block out time, but I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake in going with the horizontal, and I would be better off with a vertical planner. And the fact that this is the same size, you can see it's one page of the horizontal is almost the same size as the book bound open. This is awkward. You don't want to travel with this. You can't, this is 2 pages. Once it's closed, it's very hard. It's very big. It is the same size as let's say a computer, so a laptop. So you could take this whole planner and put this in a pouch with your laptop, but it's really big. And then you've got this soft, loose, kind of easy to work with planner that lies flat. I mean, my mind is really loving this, and I don't know if it's because it's week 1 and I'm having fun in it. Anyway, so I did get in and plan some things ahead and write things in, like my exercise and a few appointments I have. And I highlighted out the weekend days because I think that's kind of fun. And so I did go a little farther in this planner, not very far, but enough that I got to August, right? And that's about as far as I got. I have not purchased any stickers for this, and I'm keeping it pretty just clean, although I've added the hourly washi tape here on each week, so that I have it. And I'm doing it from 7 to 10. And I'm kind of loving how this is working out for my brain. And the fact that I kind of figured out what to do down here is really cool, because I've never done that before in this planner. And maybe that's because I've been doing this now for 27 weeks. So my biggest concern is having this planner and this planner, and they both have the same stuff in it. And how do I make this, let's say, just personal, and maybe this is work, but because of what I do and my lifestyle, that might be too complicated for me to have 2 planners. So I'm going to go for the whole month of July. I am going to continue using both planners. And if it gets too complicated, spoiler alert, I'm really thinking of sticking with the book bound. And it's okay. I think it's okay to find what you like and move to it. And I have to say that when I was listening to a Laurel Denise videos or something, they were saying that many of the people in the office switch seasonally between planners depending on what works for them at the time. So maybe this planner will be better for me right now at this season of my life than this one. I don't know, but we're gonna take July and play with them both and go from there. So let's do our July week 28 setup for this planner. Skip ahead if you want, and let's get into July 2nd week, week 28, setting up my Laurel Denise planner. I do want to point out that these stickers that I'm using for Planner Kate, these are the standard horizontal stickers. So these have the little round numbers for the dates. These are stickers for the Saturday, Sunday, the Monday, Tuesday. These would all work in here. Like I could put this sticker, the same sticker, or these, if I wanted to switch, and just put that right here if I wanted to with the number. And so I don't think it would be a waste if you'd already had these stickers and you were in the book bound. You could use these. And then because of the width of these blocks, these actually work as well. So these are 1.5 and they fit right in here. So these are the appointment labels. So these work in here. And then of course, if you had doodles, those work in here. These are the weather ones work in here. So there's so many ones. These work in here. These are the pattern labels work in here. So I have been looking around at my different labels. These are the sidebar stickers. These do fit in here as well. So there are plenty of Planner Kate. I think these are like 1.5 or 1.25 or whatever. I think they're 1.5 actually, that would fit down in these columns. And then obviously we have this big section down here that you could play with different stickers that would work in here, or depending on what you wanted to put in there. Like these would work as well. These work as well because they're thin. They're not as big, but if you wanted something small like that, you could put them in there, and they did work up there as well. So there are lots of options for adding stickers, as you can see in here. Oops, like this ones, I did those as well. So, and then I think I want to put a washi down here so that I could put items here. So let's use, I don't know, I kind of feel like doing a light blue today, so I'm going to do the light blue and see how that fits. But I kind of like the idea of this right along here to give it, oh, I like the light blue too. And then I'm just going to tear it with, I'm going to use this ruler and then tear it like that. Like that. So that is really nice. The other thing about the book bound is I don't know how thick it would get depending on how many stickers you're using, as far as up here and in the different spots. So I do like the idea of decorating it. I just don't know how much I want to decorate it, and if I want to do decorating on 2 planners or just keep it simple and not as kind of fancy decorated and things like that. Is that the same? Yeah, that's the same. Then let's cut this off over here. Let me see, you can see it. So I'm just doing this. And I think that's it for decorating of this planner. Just gonna do it like this, hold it like this. And I love this tip of just have to make sure you hold it down. There you go. And so I'm gonna keep that in there. And then later I'm gonna fill in my sort of brain dump items here, list them out for each thing I'm working on, and then do like a don't forget over here. So that's how I'm going to use that for now. And I'm going to try to time block the tasks and what I need to do per day. You know, I have a doctor's appointment here, I have a meeting here, I have a meeting here. So, you know, things like that, but how I'm going to use my day and be specific. So I'm going to try that. And these were just trying to use stickers from Planner Kate to see if they'd work. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that, or I'm just going to leave it more like this, where I just highlight what I'm doing. I kind of like these smaller stickers. That was kind of fun too. So that's it. That's it for me, giving you an overview of this. But again, all these kind of little stickers would work in the book bound if you don't mind it just being a little small one and it's not fitting the whole square or whatever. So that's it. That's my planning for week 28. So that was an overview of the 2 planners and what I did last week. I will be perfectly honest with you. I spent a lot of time in the book bound staring at that blank bottom section. And then I said, you know what? I've got to take a page out of my own book, and it's about using the planner and not worrying about if it's messy or not. For instance, right here, I went outside the lines. It's not an erasable highlighter, so I put a balloon there. I put a balloon to cover my boo-boo. I was like, you know what? It's just a planner. It's just paper, and it's okay if it's not perfect. It's just meant to have things written in it. And likewise, I just was like, I need to highlight these different things that I'm doing and the like. And when I started this planning journey, if you go back to week 1, feel free to, and don't forget to subscribe and check out the old videos of this journey. I did not do decorating for the first month. And then I got so excited about decorating. And I think half the fun of the planner is decorating it. And so I did look at Planner Kate for August to see if any of her stickers that I currently have, like I was just showing you for July, that some of these would work. So I did look at the July stickers because I think they're so cute from Planner Kate. There are these, I did do the August stickers for the horizontal, and I just think they're so cute. This pattern is so cute, and then these little doodly lines are so cute. So I did go and look and see if anything would work for the book bound, and there are definitely some stickers that'll fit into the book bound sections. And so, not to over purchase, but I do have some extra stickers from August for the horizontal that I could plug into the book bound. So that kind of makes me happy that I could, you know, use them in 2 places, and then I could just buy a few extra pages to fill out what I need in here. I am concerned, like I said in the beginning and in the middle and all around, that having 2 planners may be overwhelming for me. So I think I am going to just see how it goes. I'm going to take it week by week and see if I can put some things in here and not in there, or if I'm doing too much doubling up, then I will pick my favorite and stick with that one. And I know I said in the beginning, and I've been saying this all along, that I was going to stick with my horizontal planner for the whole year. I just don't know if I'm going to, because I really like the book bound. This one's so good. It's really good. It's really good. So stay tuned for week 29, because who knows what's going to happen then with my planning journey. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. What do you think? Is it okay to jump around? Is it okay to shelve one planner and pick up another one? I have given this one 27 weeks, so I think I did give it a good run. So I'm not going to be disappointed I'm just going to not be disappointed if I move to a different one halfway through the year, because this one's kind of good. But I don't know if it's just because it's the new girl in town, and she's pretty and she's new and she's shiny, and I love all the newness of it. So I don't know. So to be continued. Stick around. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when week 29 goes live. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you next week for week 29.